Flames and smoke sweep through a Chicago high-rise, killing 6 people and injuring.
Thick black smoke billowed across the city's skyline. Workers rushed to the stairs to escape, and firefighters say many of the victims died in the stairwells.
That was where the black smoke was. Couldn't see the stairs, couldn't see. I was very frightened.
When fire broke out, many people headed to the front door where they came in.
We hear about them all too often. Fires where dozens have died, trapped in smoke so dense they couldn't see the exit signs, couldn't find escape routes, couldn't get out in time. But what if there were a technology that could have pointed the way? One that could have helped them locate the exits? A technology that could have saved time and lives? Today, there is such a technology. It's available from System Sensor, and it's called ExitPoint. ExitPoint is a whole new concept in fire safety, the audible exit sign. What makes it so unique and powerful is a technological advance known as directional sound. First researched by Professor Deborah Withington at Leeds University in England, directional sound was developed for commercial use by the Sound Alert Company, a university spin-off, and licensed by System Sensor for use in ExitPoint. To fully appreciate its value, consider a hypothetical situation. Suppose you're in an unfamiliar building, maybe a building like this, when a fire is detected. You hear an alarm, a horn sound, or an evacuation announcement.
Attention, attention.
What they do is tell you to get out as fast as you can. What they don't do is tell you how to get out. It's natural human behavior to go out the way you came in, but is it the quickest way? It's also natural to look for an exit sign, but what if you can't find one? Or it's blocked from view? Even worse, what if there's heavy smoke that irritates your eyes and reduces visibility to just a few feet? Smoke that could be toxic, making the time element all the more critical. Chances are you would have to choose a direction on pure faith and start feeling your way along. Maybe walk right past the stairway, or right past an exit. Unfortunate though the situation would be, it's not a rare one, because despite their increasing sophistication, today's fire systems are made to notify people, not to guide them. That's where this comes in. The audible exit sign, ExitPoint. When ExitPoint devices are placed at perimeter exits and stairways, their directional sound pulses will lead people intuitively and reliably to the exit. Why does directional sound work this way when other sounds don't? It all has to do with the way we humans hear. We have 3 ways to tell where a sound is coming from. If it comes from the side at low frequency, it reaches one ear before the other, sometimes enabling us to identify the location or the direction by hearing a time difference. If a sound coming from one side is of high frequency, we may be able to determine its location by noticing an intensity difference. Even so, these cues can be ambiguous, because for every sound of a given frequency, there are many possible source locations that will produce the same difference in time or intensity, and this creates what's called a cone of confusion. When we're in it, we may have a very general sense of a sound's location, but not a specific one. If a sound comes from directly ahead or behind, of course, it will reach both ears at once. But because of the way the ear is constructed, we may still be able to determine its direction. The problem is, we can't do it very reliably. In one study, people who listened to sounds from ahead or behind identified their direction with 46% accuracy, less than you'd expect if they simply guessed. This is something you've experienced for yourself if you've ever been in a car, heard an ambulance siren, and were unable to determine where it's coming from. What all this means is that no matter where sounds may originate, humans are not very good at sensing the location of those with a single frequency or a narrow band. It's something that's been confirmed in the laboratory. Tests also confirmed that when a sound is like the one we heard a few moments ago, then we can identify its direction. This is broadband sound, what some people call white noise. We call it directional sound, defined as sound that consists of all or most of the frequencies audible to the human ear. Several studies have demonstrated that when devices emitting directional sound are added to traditional fire systems, evacuation times are dramatically reduced. One such study, conducted at England's Leeds University, in an environment filled with non-toxic stage smoke, found that the test subjects needed an average of 3 minutes, 50 seconds to find their way out. But when directional sounders were placed at exit doors, it took as little as 15 seconds. In the second test, most people walked right past a staircase that led to safety. When a directional sounder with an upward sweep or a downward sweep was placed nearby, they immediately found their way. Not all test results were this dramatic, but they did consistently demonstrate evacuation time reductions of up to 75% when visibility was poor and up to 35% when it was normal. From these studies, researchers have reached 4 key conclusions. First, directional sound devices are exceptionally effective at guiding people up and down stairwells and to perimeter exits. Second, directional sound devices will point people to the nearest exit, overcoming the natural human behavior that leads them out the way they entered. Third, directional sound devices reduce exit times in virtually all emergency evacuation situations, including those where visibility is severely restricted. And finally, when added to traditional sounders and exit signs, directional sound devices will improve a fire system's potential to save lives. Directional sound devices like ExitPoint. ExitPoint is the ideal complement to new or existing fire systems. When activated, each device produces one of 4 field-selectable pulse patterns. These patterns can be supplemented with 3 additional sounds, notifying occupants to attend to the sounders, to follow a stairway up or follow it down. When ExitPoint is used with control modules or heat sensors, it can be set so the devices in proximity to the fire will become inactive, enabling other sounders to lead building occupants in a safer direction. Because ExitPoint is language independent, its sound is easy to interpret. Because its pulses are intuitive, they're easy to follow, even for people who have never heard them before. They are listed to Underwriters Laboratory Standard 464 for audible signal appliances. They have 5 field-selectable power settings, which makes for flexibility. Like other system sensor products, they also mount easily to standard backboxes, which makes for convenience. And they are on the same circuit as other notification appliances, which makes installation easy. ExitPoint. It represents an extraordinary advance, and it's just the kind of product you would expect from the people at System Sensor. A world leader in fire safety technology, a team dedicated to making products with the quality to meet any code requirement, the unique features that ensure top performance, and the kind of innovative design that advances the art and science of fire safety. Now we proudly introduce the innovation that can help make stories like these a thing of the past. ExitPoint. It's a product that can reliably, intuitively, and safely guide people to building exits. One that can reduce evacuation times up to 75%. One with the potential to prevent injuries and to save lives. ExitPoint, the audible exit sign. It's the sound new direction in fire safety.